Welcome back to the Sunday Night Sports Blitz. COVID threw a wrench in many people's plans, including Division III football. They were forced to move their season to the spring.
That included ETBU, the Tigers. They finished 3-2 this spring. Head coach Brian Mayper likes the direction his program is headed.
Trying to execute in all three phases of the game. Obviously, a huge offensive performance and another game with defensive score. Just sort of break this game down for me. I heard you say it after the game that you think maybe this could maybe be a turning point for your program because you hadn't won this particular game since you've been here.
You know, since we've been here for 3 years, we hadn't been able to beat Texas Lutheran, and we hadn't been able to get close to Mayor Hardin-Baylor or Hardin-Simmons. And, you know, a couple weeks ago we talked about it. You know, Mary Hardin-Baylor down the wire. You know, they kicked the field goal and go up by 2 points. And probably the closest game they had all year. They ended up winning the conference. Really wanted to play Hardin-Simmons, but it's just the way it fell. And then the next team we wanted was Texas Lutheran, and our guys came out and performed great. I mean, the offense finally came together and played a solid game. Defensively, we've played great all year, so there's really been no change in that. You know, they had a couple scores, but one was off a muff punt. You know, so their first score was a 10-yard drive. So usually you could score on those. Those are pretty easy to score on. And then special teams had a solid performance too. So, yeah, it was really a great team effort.
If you can, sort of talk about Galman's performance there. I mean, video game numbers in this one.
Oh, yeah, Troy's done a great job. He came in that fourth quarter of the Louisiana College game. So he came in Louisiana College game in the fourth quarter and let us down and almost mounted a comeback there. The kids believe in him, did a really good job, and that's kind of his the next game, Mary Hardin-Baylor, was his first start and threw for, I believe, 350 against Mary Hardin-Baylor, which is really unheard of because their defense, it's they're basically a cover 2, Tampa 2 defense, and you don't throw against teams like that, especially those guys, because I mean they're very talented, and and all kind of a test for our linemen. Linemen block great, and receivers may play, but Troy's done a tremendous job in that game. In this game, 420 something yards passing. The one interception came from I don't know, it could have gone either way, but. You know, we had a couple bad calls. So, I mean, he could have probably been close to 500 yards. A couple balls were called out of bounds that were inbounds from the video, but it's the officials aren't perfect either. They're trying their best. So, yeah, he's done a tremendous job. And like I said, the kids just believe in him.
Coach, let's talk about that future a little bit. I mean, obviously, you know, we've said it time and time again that this spring season has been, you know, it's been a blessing just to be able to play games. But whenever you look back on this spring season, as you start sort of evaluating what took place here as you get ready for the fall, what do you hope your guys took from it, and how beneficial do you think it's going to be moving forward as you prepare for the traditional fall season now?
Well, you know, as coaches, you kind of see the big picture, and it's you know, as a player, sometimes you see it, sometimes you're blind a little bit. But you know, after the performance, you know, we could have, after the LC loss, we could have fallen apart, but our guys, you know, really bought into what we were doing, and just bonded together at that point. And obviously, you know, when you play Mary Hardin-Baylor as close as we did and have a chance to win it right at the very end, they know how close they are. So this season definitely was a changing point in our program in my eyes and the players' eyes. And then to get over Texas Lutheran is a big one too. So, you know, we haven't been tested against Hardin-Simmons, and we'll get them next in the fall. But, yeah, definitely a major changing point in the direction of the program. It's been 3 years, and now we're starting on the fourth year and, you know, plan on contending for the conference championship.